Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday. This is time again for another tip of the day, and as you can see, I'm self-isolating in Red Dragon, not inside the house, because the topic for today is entirely an in-car experience. Now we're going to be focusing on the purpose and the functions of the two scroll buttons on your steering wheel. So this wheel here has two scroll buttons, one on each side. Each of them can move as you roll them forward and backwards, but they can also be clicked sideways, so they can act in 4 different directions. So we're going to start with the left button and look at its functions, move to the right button, see what it does. By the end of this little tutorial, you should be very familiar with what the scroll buttons were designed to do, as well as some of the things that it's now able to do that it might not have been when we first got this car 21 months ago. If we look at the steering wheel, you'll see, of course, that the buttons are located to the left and the right. The scroll wheel, if we look a little closer, we can roll it up or down. And in this case, you can hear I'm moving the steering wheel. And that's because I've got the steering controls up on my screen. And suddenly, the left scroll button lets me raise or lower, or if I push left, it pushes the steering wheel toward me. If I push right, it pushes the steering wheel in toward the dashboard. So out, up, down, toward me, in, away from me. That's pretty simple. But it also shares the function for adjusting left and right outside mirrors. So if I go back onto here and I close that and I choose mirrors instead, and you'll notice that we're under the quick controls. Mirrors, left and right. So I'm on the left mirror right now. Now I'm going to roll this up and down while I point at the mirror. And you can see the mirror pointing down to the road. Now you can see the mirror moving up like that. And all I'm doing down here is rolling up and down just like that. What if I push to the left or to the right? Well, let's point to the mirror again. Left. It heads out to the left. Right. It comes in toward the car and I get a view of the car. Well, I like to have it about there. And of course, if we then switch and we choose right, the same control would adjust the mirror on the right hand side. Another pretty obvious function of the left wheel over here is changing in volume. So I'm going to try and get something that is not music, otherwise we'll be hit by the copyright again. Talk radio, we've got traffic report. So push it up,
it's going to be partly cloudy, might see,
and you can hear it change.
and then tomorrow we're looking
A bit loud. Bring it down again. Simple volume control. If I happen to be playing an album, okay, that is Don McLean, Goodbye American Pie, I think, but I'm just going to click to the right. You can see exactly what it does. It advances to the next track if I push that way, or push that way to the left, and it advances to the previous track. So that's something that's intuitive, and we're familiar with that. So volume, roll up and down. Next track, previous track, just push them one way or the other. And by the way, if you have the premium package, you can also use this to adjust the headlights. Once you're in the headlight controls, you can adjust the height of the headlight beams as well. To adjust the headlight beams, you'd go into the controls, you'd choose service, and I'll show it to you here. So under service, right over there, you have adjust headlights. And you can then use the left scroll wheel over here to adjust the height of your headlights. I'm moving across to the right-hand scroll wheel here. If you're in traffic-aware cruise control, rolling the wheel up will increase your speed. One click, that will give you 1 kilometer or 1 mile speed adjustment. A quick flick like this will give you 5 miles per hour or 5 kilometers per hour increase or decrease depending on which direction you're flicking it. Going left and right will push you closer or further away in terms of your following distance. So I'm going to click the wheel to the right and then to the left, and I'll go onto the screen to show you what actually happens. There we go. We're increasing the distance that we would be following. Maximum is 5. Oh, no, 6, 7. Okay, we have a total of 7 increments. I normally have it on 1 because I already think it follows way too far back. So I leave it on 1. And that's what you get if you move it to the right or to the left. Now, if we're looking at both of these buttons, I uploaded an episode recently that showed you exactly how to press on both of them at the same time, preferably using 2 hands. I just happen to have big ones and it fits. Pushing both of them causes you to reset the media screen, or with your foot on the brake it does a complete reset and the car, as it were, reboots. There's one important one that is being developed and evolved very quickly, and I'm growing to like it a whole lot more, and it's also on the right hand side scroll wheel. Let's give you a demonstration. Take a look at some of the voice commands that we can issue. I'm going to hold it continuously while I talk and then release it. Open the glove box. There it is. Let's close it again. Let's try another one. Open the rear view camera. And there it is. Close the rear view camera. Disable sentry mode. And there you can see the little red dot has disappeared. Let's re-enable it. Enable sentry mode. Little red dot is back again and we're in business. So that is becoming an increasingly important part of Elon's strategy. Allowing users to control the car by voice means not having to look at that screen and stab your finger all over while you're driving. And that's the way it should be. This is almost my most important button. Once again, I want to thank you for watching the channel and just being so supportive. If you have not subscribed yet, I try to encourage people every time. Please hit that subscribe button down there. Hit the notify button, notify all. So by subscribing, you'll have access to all of the useful content we have on the channel. And in addition, you'll be notified as new episodes are uploaded. Thanks once again. Don't forget, those who are actually looking to purchase a Tesla, any model, use a referral code, maybe this one, maybe somebody else's if you have a friend, but the referral code gives you 1,000 miles, 1,500k of free supercharging. So that's the end of today's episode, and I'll see you again tomorrow.